I'm gonna attempt to do a day in a life video today. It is my weekend to work at my facility. We have to work every other weekend, which sucks because all the jobs that I hear about from my coworkers, like their previous jobs, they only had to work like every third weekend or every fourth weekend. So it's crazy that they make us work every other weekend, and it only consists of Saturday and Sunday. And sometimes you can get out of it if they need more help during the week and they text you to try to work overtime. You can try to be like, yeah, I'll work, but can I be off my Saturday or Sunday? So I have done that before to get out of working on the weekend. And it is now 6:21, and I just have to be at work before 6:55. At 6:55, you're considered late. I work 7 to 7, but they like us to get report at 6:50, between 6:45 and 6:50. So I am about to head out right now. And the only thing I like about working on the weekends is I don't have to drop my kids off at daycare, and I don't have to wake them up. We just stay the night at my mom's house. So I just get up and get ready for work there, and they get to stay in the bed because they don't have school. Versus if I stayed at my apartment, I would have to wake them up and bring them here, and they would not go back to sleep once I wake them up. So if you want to see a day in a life video, just continue watching, and I'll get back with y'all when I'm almost at the facility. Guys, I just made it on site to the facility. I'm about to park, and it's currently 6:45 right now. So I'm about to go through all these speed bumps. By the time I park and get out the car, it'll probably be like 6:48. So I should clock in around like 6:50, 6:51. And my facility has lifted the mask mandate. So if I do get to record a little bit today and you don't see me with a mask on, that is why. They actually just lifted it last week. So they said as long as the COVID numbers stay low in our community, we don't have to wear a mask. But if the numbers go back up, we'll just have to wear a mask again. And if you do have COVID patients, you do still have to wear N95s and masks and all of that. If you have a flu patient, pneumonia patient, you do still have to follow the appropriate PPE. But I work on a non-COVID floor, so that's why on my floor, we do not have to wear a mask unless our patient is on some type of precaution. But if you choose to, you still can wear the mask. Some employees still wear them just for health reasons, but I didn't wear mine. So I'm about to head in the facility, And the first thing I do is get my paper about my patients and their diagnosis, and then I get report, and then I'm gonna try to come back to y'all once I fill out my report sheet with their meds and stuff like that. On my unit, we have 5 patients. I didn't write down any patient information yet on my report sheet. I just wrote down my med times because normally that's what I do when I first get report. I take report on a separate sheet, just like a blank sheet of paper, and then I'll transfer everything over to this sheet neatly how I want it to look. So I just wrote down the med times. My first patient only had PRN meds. My second patient only had meds at 8 and 9. My third patient only had meds at 6, and they were a diabetic. They had no sliding scale, but they were ACHS. So that's why I didn't have a sliding scale where the AccuCheck part was. And my last 2 patients are on the back side of this sheet. My fourth patient had a lot of meds throughout the day at 9, 10, 1, 2, and 3. They were a diabetic, and their sliding scale was to cover them if they were over 140, and they were a Q6 hour AccuCheck. So we just go by the doctor's orders. They'll have either like ACHS or Q6, Q4, Q8. And then my last patient only had PRN meds, and that was it. The last one is left blank because my facility used to take on 6 patients on my unit, but they changed it to 5. So that's why I don't fill anything out in that last section. And this portion of the video was recorded on Sunday. That's why my shirt is different in these next few clips. After I finish my morning med pass and I assess all my patients, I sit down and I chart my assessments and any dressing changes, any skills that I do. I just chart everything that I've done so far, and then I go and get breakfast around between like 9 and 10. I'll go get breakfast from downstairs if I don't stop beforehand, and then I come back and do med passes, skills, just whatever I have to do.